Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? How is the stream looking? I've been waiting on it to the signal to stabilize. There is currently a thunderstorm about to roll through, so I have a feeling our Wi-Fi might, oh no, start having a bit of an issue. Shoot. Hey, Kissa. Yeah, I'm not sure. Ooh. I'm not sure how well this is actually gonna go because my live stream health is my connection is very poor right now. And there's the first raindrops. So this is gonna be interesting for sure. So it doesn't look like not sure how well this is gonna go. And there's lightning. Thunder, lightning. I wonder if we'll see the lightning through my window. Shall be interesting. I do wonder if y'all hear some thunder. But what a vibe, though. Like, painting in the middle of a thunderstorm. Let's see. I'm gonna use some vermilion. Oh, yeah. Did I tell you I saw him? Went to see him the other day. Gave me some fabric and a giant canvas that they got from the thrift store. I don't know what I'm gonna put on it yet. Let's see. Okay. Design flaw of the of this palette. No finger hole to pick it up. And the thunder, the lightning, and the thunder. Let's see. Some papier. Where should I put this? I need more table space in here. I suppose I could clean up this side somewhat. endless paper towels. Into the trash box. Pretty sure that's water. I need a touch of clean water. I shall return. Craft rolling things? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Hello, puppy. So, okay, but first things first. So I have a new sketch, got a new painting that we were gonna work on today. And the first thing that I want to do is seal in my pencil sketch. Oh, that's concerning. Oh. Ah. Oop. This is what I get for not cleaning my brushes right. Okay, that's better. Did I not clean my water well enough? Or did I not clean my well enough? Don't know. I'm sure I probably just I didn't clean my brush well enough. Because I'm a dingus. It would probably be incredibly beneficial to have a separate set of brushes for oil and acrylic. I might would probably greatly benefit from that. But brushes are expensive, you know? Yeah. Thunder. Thunder, thunder, lightning, and the thunder. But a little ASMR. Hmm? Doesn't pick it up all that well. Alrighty. The next thing to do.
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
I am going to mute my mic so you guys don't hear the tiny blow dryer blow drying this dry. So AB. Okay. Yeah, it's got the right version on it. I don't know why it's not, because it was working just fine yesterday, or the day before. Let's see. Huh. Okay. Let's just try restarting it and see if that helps. Okay. Well, I... It's not getting... It's not getting... It's not getting any... What's the word? Action from streamer bot, I don't think. Let's see.
Percent Ron put percent.
Okay, that worked. Oh. Wait, is this not... Why is that red? Why is it not enabled? It is enabled. Why is it not enabled? What the heck? Okay, my... Ah, okay. I figured it out. Der. Partially connected. What else? Okay, hang on. Connected to OBS. I'm not connected to Twitch. You know what? It wasn't speaker bot that broke. It's just streamer bot that's ah. Okay.
How about them apples?
Thank you. Ah, gotta love it. Thunderstorms over here is messing with all of the service. But you know. Um Also, I don't know if anybody's been getting any ads. I haven't been getting any notifications for ads running, which I'm totally fine with. Because I was trying to figure out how to turn them off, but you can't. But, this is dry now. So, let's see. What do we want to start with? Yeah, light blue, light purple, some odd blues, nice red. And I might just start with the background. Why not? I'm gonna figure out what paint's wet. Still got some blue. God, I need to clean this palette. Let's see, we shall do. It's like a light yellow up top and a light blue on the bottom. So, of course, our priceless white. Let's see, I wonder, is this charged? This is charged enough. Oh, what the heck? I don't give a crap about Discord updating. You kidding me right now? Got to be kidding me right now. Don't care. Kinda gave up on Discord. It is a lot to deal with. Okay. We'll start with the light blue on the bottom. Of course, can't do anything without getting paint on myself. Ooh, that was a lot. Boom. Hell yeah. I'm surprised that I have streamed 7 times. You haven't missed a one. I appreciate you, Sam. But God, I am just absolutely loving these oil paints because they're just so smooth, like butter. I guess wherever you're able to send it. I guess that's the question. Because Facebook limits sizes. I keep seeing lightning pop in the window at the corner of my eye. And I know my little webcam probably is not fast enough to capture those little flashes. It would be really cool to have a microphone that actually captured the thunder though. And the sound of the rain on the roof, oh, the bucket just fell out. do parts of the canvas. Also, may have been a little bit of a doofus move to use a bright orange as the under painting, but you know, live and learn, I suppose. Okay, that's fine. Probably a lot of what I would use it for is ideas for paintings and drawings, so I don't forget about them. Ooh, ooh, fun news. I was asked to do a commission basically, which is super cool. Um, it's this person that I'm good friends with at work. Um, but apparently they have like themed rooms. They have like a Greek and Roman themed room with like marble statues and busts and stuff in it. And they have like an Edgar Allan Poe themed room. But he asked if I could do a Medusa head in like black and white. And it was so funny. Because he was like, yeah, I'll pay you. And I'm like, bro, I do it for free. Like, awesome. Love it. Money is money. But this sounds so freaking cool. And like, I want to see the finished product. A Medusa head mounted on their ceiling with like ornate wood trimming and stuff around it. And we came up with the idea of putting little twinkle lights in the eyes of the snakes and in Medusa's eyes. So I'm just like it was kind of it was a little bit of a task to sit down and actually start this instead of going ahead and working on some mock-up sketches for a painting, which this will be the first time that I will attempt to paint a face in oils. So that's gonna be cool. But I'm kind of excited because he seemed a bit nervous about asking. 'Cause apparently he was going to ask his wife's a teacher. He was going to see if one of her students would like try to do it over the weekend or over the summer. But yeah, it was super super freaking cool. It's the first time in like real life that somebody outside of like personal circles has asked for something, which is neat. Good night. Yep. Yep, big storm. Hopefully Bucky gets home safe. I really hope so. After last night, I completely forgot. So, midnight, I wake up. He had just gotten home from work. So, driving at night through rural back roads, there's a lot of animals out here at night. And apparently there was like a a whole family of deer that was sprinting across the road as he approached. So he slowed way the hell down, stopped, let them all get across the road. And when he starts going again at like 15 miles an hour, apparently a deer came, like, ran up to the truck, shoulder checked the side, and then sprinted away. So he didn't hit a deer hit him, but thankfully no crazy damage. He was okay. Didn't actually like really hurt anything. Dented uh the side of the truck like above the wheel, but it's an old work truck. And so like as long as the headlights work and the glass isn't shattered, it literally doesn't matter. But my panic when he's standing next to the bed. I was dead asleep. And you know, like you do the groggy wake up when you can feel somebody looking at you. I wake up and it's just him standing there is like, you want to hear some bad news? And I'm just, what happened? But thankfully, it was okay. It's like, obviously, it still sucks that it happened. Cause, why you gonna beat up my truck? Dude literally stopped for all you motherfuckers and then you wanna come back and just shoulder check the freaking truck. Oh God. Of course, after the initial stress, we're able to laugh about it. But Jesus Christ. So here's hoping with this storm going on right now that he does in fact make it home safe. Oh, but yeah, freaking ridiculous. Tanko. Well, no, the weird part is I didn't like. It's not like I did anything really to. It's like I don't advertise at work. I don't tell people that I do art because then it starts the whole conversation of, oh, well, what do you do? What do you paint? What do you draw? I'm like, I don't know. I draw stuff. Stuff. I don't know. I do random things. I follow the happy chemicals of the brain. So I hate that conversation, and it always feels so weird to like bring that up for some reason. I I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the social anxiety talking. I don't know. Um, but his dad is also like a really good artist. Uh, so that was my first question to him was it was isn't your dad an artist? Like why are you asking me? Apparently his dad lives in Texas. So, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Ooh, that's a little too yellow. Shit. Give me the white blob. But yeah, it was super cool, and I'm super looking forward to working on it. And of course, I shall, in fact, more than likely be streaming most of it. Probably not all of it, because something like that, especially like, oh God, I can't even imagine the snakes, the detail of her hair, and I don't know how many people would want to just sit here and watch me very painstakingly just for like 6 hours. So, I don't know. It would be pretty cool to record the whole thing and then have like a speed painting of it. That would be pretty neat. I don't know why I hold my breath. I always hold my breath. I need to not do that. I'm gonna sit here and pass out in my chair on accident. Also, it was surprisingly really freaking difficult to get the freaking proportions of that spoon to not look weird. Like, who knew spoons were weird to draw? I didn't. I've never drawn a spoon before. But boy, I was a struggling. It was quite strange. But I'm pretty proud of how it came out. Like it looks like a spoon. What's up, Goose? I don't know, maybe the way I do it. It's like every now and then I look over at the camera and my face is turned like bright red. It's like how long have I been holding my breath? It's like trying to keep the hand steady. Oh God. Is I think it counts enough of a workout. Oh goodness. But I used to swim a ton. More dive than swim because just swimming is boring. I want to dive under the water and see all the things. Uh, so we'd regularly be diving at like 10 to 15 feet in Florida. And good God, was my lung capacity amazing back then. This was also like 15 years ago. And I'm not a spry spring chicken anymore. So if anyone ever tunes in, I'm just sitting here passed out in my chair here. I did it to myself. No need to panic. Okay, blah, 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 blah. I just need to touch it fully. I'm gonna have to buy so much of this. Also, apparently, running. Oh God, I've literally never been able to run. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just have like terrible joints or ligaments or something. But I've never been able to run. I it's almost like I've learned that the feeling that I get is kind of like shin splints, but my legs would always end up in so much pain. And it's so weird. It's so weird. If I try to run for 10 seconds, I'm gonna be panting like a freaking dog, but holding my breath for a minute and diving underwater, totally fine. It's totally fine. But now I probably couldn't do either, which is sad. I wish I could go swimming. I miss it so much, but there's no pools around here. And there's only like lakes, and lake water is so gross. I got spoiled by blue Florida water, the ocean. Well, rather the inlet. Swimming in the great wide ocean is terrifying. Oh. And it's so messed up. So speaking of swimming, a few months ago, I remembered that the YMCA exists, and uh we have one not too far from where we live. And online it states that they have an indoor heated pool that is open for free swimming for oh so many hours each day. And so I was so freaking excited. Uh, because I haven't been able to like just swim, legitimately swim in years. And we go check it out because I was gonna sign up and get the membership and la da da. Turns out that they don't have an indoor pool, they have an outdoor pool, and they only keep it open during the summer season because trying to keep a pool open through the winter obviously does not make much financial sense if it is not indoors. And because it is a smaller location, they don't have a whole lot of revenue and blah blah blah. But like that's I was so disappointed because the whole reason that I was even gonna bother with a membership was so I could get in like an hour or two of swimming after work. So I could, be not in terrible shape, try to be some kind of healthy. Because anyone knows that skinny doesn't necessarily mean healthy. I'm very much not in any kind of shape. So, it's fun. And if I accomplish the making art my living thing, that's just gonna be even more sitting around. Because at least right now I have a pretty long walk to my desk, and I occasionally will be on a production floor. Okay. So I at least get some exercise. I'm not, completely what's the word? Stagnant, but that's not the word that I'm thinking of, but my brain isn't braining right now. Bad bounce. Yeah. Not too long ago. I would say not too long ago, probably like 2 years ago, I did a light jog into work. And I regretted it for like 4 days after. Couldn't have been more than 200-300 feet. Just literally a very light jaunt. And I was so I was so sore the next couple days. And I was like, what the hell did I do to just be hurting like this? And then it dawned on me. I tried to run. It's just and to think that I was thinking about trying out for track when I was younger. That would have been a terrible idea. But anyways, enough rambling from me. How are you doing, Goose? How's your day going? God. Oh, son of a I'm an idiot. Great goof. Thankfully, it's not too hard to wipe away. Here we go. Cleaning after work. Yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Got home, did the dishes, cleaned up, picked up around the house. I sat down, sketched this out. Took entirely too long on that spoon. Oh. Now I need to figure out what I'm gonna do next. Yeah, it was funny. Yesterday, uh, I really did want to just sit down and stream, but because I didn't have anything sketched and ready to go, I I think I mostly wanted to, excuse me, I mostly wanted to procrastinate having to do the dishes and and then I went to make dinner and we had like 2 forks left. So that wasn't gonna get us through the week. So I had to do it anyways. But it's good. It needed done. Thankfully, we do have a dishwasher. Thank God. All hail a freaking dishwasher. I love it. Because for like 3 years, our first, yeah, like our first 3 years of living here, we did not have a dishwasher. And uh, my husband, he's partially disabled. His dominant hand, he had an accident at work a few years ago, so trying to do the holding of the dishes, we end up with less dishes afterwards. So I do the dishes by hand before we got a dishwasher, and oh yeah, I hate it so much. But I'm so glad every time I use the dishwasher is so satisfying. Even when I don't want to. Because, like last night, having 2 forks left. Absolutely the desperation clean. I would have been miserable having to do the dishes by hand last night. Let's see, I need purple. I feel like some purple. Some more blue. More white, touch of black. More yellow. Lellow. Let's see if I can put down a base of purple. Yeah, some good old dioxazine. Trying to find a clean place on my palette. I really need to clean this thing. Oh, Lord. Ooh, that purple goes a long way. That, That's, it's not a terrible match. Hmm. I guess we're just gonna do some color blocking in today, which sounds pretty good to me. I just need to be careful not to lose my sketch lines. Get lost in the sauce. I guess, you know what? A little darker. Oh, I'm back to. I knew I would regret doing the background first. Because now we're back to needing to rest. It's actually not a bad purple. I think it was a little too light. Actually. Looks a little too blue. What am I doing? I have little lights. I can see now. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I have light over here now. Just little rechargeable touch lights. But lights nonetheless. 'Cause Lord knows. I can't wait to install some lights in here. Let's take some dark purple around the edges. So we can keep our sketch lines and still be able to get down this first layer. Ooh, that was very dark. That's okay though. So this part is going to be interesting. The lights. And the best part about it, they were 50% off at Dollar General. So I got a 2-for-1. Which is the only reason I got them. Because they were nine bucks. Shit. I need this. Ooh. Boy, is that stream struggling. It is a thunderstorming. Oh, God, freaking shrimp posture. Oh, you know what's hilarious? I have my camera aimed downward because I know I'm gonna end up like this over time. And I really need to work to not do that. But you know. Excuse me. Once I break out the big canvas, I'm gonna have to be standing for most of that. It's gonna be interesting. Get in this first blocking of color. Oh, shoot. Figuring out how to work in gradual layers is really interesting, but I think it is one of the harder parts about learning to work with oils, because all art looks weird until it doesn't. And leaving a piece in a weird state and then coming back to it later, I think is really difficult for most artists. But with oil paint, you have to. Like there's a lot of people, they will paint what's called alla prima. It just means in one setting. Whatever section they paint, they finish it in one go. So like if they were to work on this section of the spoon, they would do it in one sitting and then they wouldn't go back and touch it again. Which is cool and all. but I can't do that. That takes some next level skill. Like, I need to see the whole thing. I need to see all the proportions. I need to get down some colors, see the colors in reference to each other, and just kind of put something down and keep fixing all of the mistakes until it looks right. Which, it's really hard to do. It is a lesson in patience for sure. But it's actually also like super freeing that I know I'm gonna have to come back to this. It's not I don't have to try to get it perfect immediately. So I'm not looking at this and being disappointed and discouraged and then I'd stop freaking painting for 2 months. It's like there's been a whole mindset shift in my head here lately, and I'm just excited to make. I need to. It's gonna drive me nuts. Which is crazy to think about. Because I do truly wonder, like, what was the catalyst for my brain to finally understand that it doesn't have to freak out about this. It truly can just enjoy it. That looks blue. And that looks purple. Looks same on the screen. We shall see. It will adjust slightly as it dries also. Ooh, thunder. This is very nice music. I suppose we're on to the calm, quiet part of the stream now. I think it's funny, I'm always so excited and energetic. Or my version of excited and energetic, which is still very calm compared to what most would describe. Um, but then when you reach a certain point, just kind of get focused on painting. Ooh, it's very light. It's starting to look like an actual napkin. How nice. I can't wait to be able to upgrade my camera for this. Because, like, my face camera is, it's just a regular old 1080p webcam. But I would like a much nicer one for the canvas, so it doesn't look so fuzzy. You can see more of the detail. Although it does kind of help me out for it to be a little fuzzy, because then I can look at the screen and there's I don't really want to call it a technique, but when you're trying to paint something, when you're trying to paint what you actually see and not what you think you see, because our brains are stupid and it fills in a lot of information that then when we translate it to our hands is very stupid and incorrect. But something that a lot of artists do to not get hung up on such tiny details all the time is try to squint their eyes to unfocus whatever they're looking at, or to step far enough away from whatever the subject is so it just becomes blobs of shapes and color instead of whatever item it is. And you would think, oh, something that's silly, it can't be that useful. It is extremely useful. A lot of the time, I often forget to do it myself. I have a habit of zooming in quite a bit. Getting slightly better about that, but Oh, my shoulders. Shrimp posture once again. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to get some shadow? It's kind of bluish because the plate is a light blue. It is raining hard right now. I keep forgetting that once I hit the light area, as soon as you go back into the darks, you're going to be dragging some light with you, and vice versa. So I'm so used to acrylic paint. It's like you do somewhat get contamination. But acrylic paint dries so quickly that I don't even really think about it. It's so hard to blend. Okay, and then this color. What is that shadow color? It's kind of dark, almost desaturated purple. Make sure opposite end of the color spectrum. Yes. Oh my goodness. And a little dark. Paint's a little translucent. Picked up quite a bit of linseed oil. So there's like two intersecting shadows right here. There's the one that goes this direction, and there's one from the bowl directly down. So this section needs to be a little lighter. Learning a little on my breath again. Although it's so odd to me, the desaturation happening right here. I wonder. It has to have something to do with the conflicting colors and the lighting. And what's it called? Like ambient occlusion? I think. So what it's called? The light's bouncing around. Don't quote me on that. But normally, shadows are fairly saturated. So it's just odd. Yeah, that has to be it because that is exactly what it is. Because this section of the purple, you can't see it very well on screen, but this section of the purple has like a reddish yellowish tint to it, which blue and purple, adding a little bit of red and yellow is complete opposite ends of the color wheel. And when you combine opposing colors, they become desaturated. So that's neat to see. I'm gonna figure out what the hell that color is. It's like a grayish yellow, greenish color. Very strange. Oh, oh hello. Hang on. Shoot. Okay, sorry about that. It is pouring rain outside right now. My husband is just now leaving work. So, gotta make sure that he's okay driving home. But hello, Saber. What is up? Welcome into the stream, bud. And what did you learn? What did you learn today, Goose? I'm excited to learn too. I need this back so I can see color. So I can smell sound. That looks too dark actually. That looks better. A little gray, but maybe we can do some color correcting when we do the next layer. How's everybody doing tonight? Just got some chill painting going on. Okay, that might be a little light now. Oh, nice. Happy to have shared some information. Yeah, it's very interesting to learn about all the things about color theory. 'Cause like it all seems very complicated, but when it finally clicks in your brain that everything that you're seeing is just light reflected, I don't know, somehow it's like I still struggle to actually color match and mix the colors physically, but I've gotten infinitely better at actually seeing. Ah, a lot of learning things about art is figuring out that your brain is lying to you most of the time. Everything is an illusion. Okay, now time to figure out this color. Somehow this color is a very similar to the bowl color. Always struggle with the lighter colors though. Pastels and very light grays. Because it's such subtle color shifts. Hmm. I have a feeling that spoon has more blues in it than I think. And not so much black. I don't even think the very top of the spoon is fully black. I think it's just a very dark gray. So let's see. Let's see if we can figure out some shadow colors. like that a little much. Yellow. Need a little bit of yellow. Fairly close. I think when I add in some more color for the bowl and the grapefruit, I will be able to better judge the color on the canvas. But so far, I really like how this is coming out. It's still very much in the awkward stages. Ow. Top of my head suddenly hurt. But it's still in that awkward. Just kind of looks funky. Which it probably will until the next couple layers. Oh god, straight line. What time is it? 9:48. See, around about 10. It feels so soon though. I have such a terrible habit of wanting to get more done in one sitting than I have time for. Ah, fuck. And it makes me very sad. And I end up staying up far later than I should to keep painting. And then I'm late to work. And this can't replace my money yet, so I need to not do that. Although also, this is the first time that I've actually started with the background and moved inwards and kept the main subjects kind of last. Interesting exercise for sure. You have to do the tongue of concentration. Two most important tools in a creative's toolkit: the held breath and the tongue of concentration. Oh god, I need to stop. Tool number 3, shrimp posture. Which one of these is my color? Oh god, I need to clean my palette. And I cannot remember which blob of crap is the color that I was just using. I might have a problem. Okay, okay, let's see. Not bad looking. Not bad looking at all. Shadows, general shape of the napkin. We could do a light blue around the bowl, it wouldn't take too long. We don't have to necessarily worry about all of the highlights and whatnot. We can just do a basic light blue. Yeah. Back to using the magical stick. I need an actual stick because I am wearing the wet paint at the top off. Which is a good thing that this is only the first layer. Otherwise that would be very annoying. Come on. Okay. Zoom in. Ugh. Two hardest shapes, or two hardest things, not necessarily shapes, circles or curved lines and straight lines, very straight lines. Because organic shapes is very easy to hide little imperfections, but very perfect shapes like bowls is very difficult to hide any kind of wonk. Oh boy, is there a lot of it. Oh goodness. Not too far off on the not too far off on the colors actually. I'm very happy with that. I think something that is very hard to judge for the less experienced like myself is the actual like value of a color in reference to other colors. So it's like when you're working in black and white, it's pretty easy to tell what's darker and what's lighter. And you're not having to worry about all the complicatedness of colors. But as soon as you start adding in a little bit of color, suddenly it's really hard to tell what is lighter. And of course, that's always in reference to other things, because one shade of gray can look darker if it's surrounded by a lot of light, and lighter if it's surrounded by a lot of dark. But it just gets adding color and you throw a wrench into things. But so far, the overall selections, mixing, whatever you want to call it, for this painting, I don't think I've done half bad, which is super nice. I'm getting better. I love to see it. Goodness. Oh, goodness. I have to flip this thing upside down to try to get the right angles. Shit. Then I get ahead of myself when I try to move too quickly and I mess up a little stroke. I have a little stroke. Oh, goodness. Okay. So. These are two very close colors. So I'll just grab some of this real quick. Grab some more of that shadow blue. I'm gonna add it. Try to add it under this rim. Start to define a bit of the separation from the curved edge of the bowl. Yes. Ooh, that was a big boom of thunder. Let's see in this corner. A little bit of shadow. And this is shadow deeper in the bowl. And then this, because the grapefruit is sitting right here. and it's quite dark. Shape's a little wonky. Okay, just a little bit in here. Little bitty bit. Okay. I think, yes, that is all. That's all I'm gonna be doing today. Because it is 10 o'clock, and I need to get better about going to bed on time. So I'm not burning myself out, not getting enough rest. And I can definitely work on all the more complicated things. Let's see, today's Wednesday. I probably won't stream tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try to work on the Medusa head that someone has asked me to do, because I'm very excited to dive into that. I may stream Friday, since I don't have a bedtime Friday night, but we shall see. So far, it seems Mondays and Wednesdays are kinda, I don't know, they're vibing. Something about it. It just happens to be the days that work out. And I don't end up working late too often for some reason. But alright, I am finished up for the night. I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. Next time we stream, we'll be adding a second layer onto all of the current colors and diving into the actual subject matter, which is the grapefruit in the spoon. But I'm very happy with how this has come along. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Enjoy the sounds of thunder.